I am that. Chapter 9. Responses of Memory. Questioner. Some say that the universe was created, yet others say that it has always existed and is always changing. Some say it is subject to and governed by laws. Others deny causality. Some say the world is real, and others that it has no being whatsoever. Maharaj, which world are you talking about? Questioner. The world of my perceptions, of course. Maharaj, the world you perceive is a very small world indeed, and it is entirely private. Take it to be a dream and be done with it. Questioner. How can I take it to be a dream? A dream does not last. Maharaj, how long will your own world last? Questioner. After all, my little world is but a part of the total. Maharaj, is it not the other way around? Is not the idea of a total world a part of your personal world? The universe does not come to tell you that you are a part of it. It is you who have invented a totality to contain yourself as a part. In fact, all you know is your own little private world, however well you furnished it with all your imaginations and expectations. Questioner. Surely perception is not imagination. Maharaj, what else? Perception is recognition, is it not? Something entirely unfamiliar can be sensed, but cannot be recognized. Perception involves going back to memory. How do you know that what you call a table and see in front of you is actually a table, but for your past knowledge about it that you were previously given? Questioner. Granted, but just because it is memory does not make it an illusion. Maharaj, perception, imagination, expectation, anticipation, illusion, all are the same. What does it matter? All are based on memory. There are hardly any borderlines between them. They just merge into each other. All are responses of memory. Questioner. Still, memory is there to prove the reality of my world, isn't it? Maharaj, how much do you remember? Try to write down from memory what it is that you were thinking, saying, or doing on the 30th of the last month. Questioner. Yes, there is a blank. Maharaj, it's not that bad. You do remember a lot. Unconscious memory makes the world in which you live so familiar to you. Questioner. All right, admitted that the world I live in and experience is subjective and partial, but what about you? In what kind of a world do you live? Maharaj, my world is just like yours. I see, I hear, I feel, I think, I speak and act in a world I perceive just like you. The difference? With you, it is all that there is. With me, it means nothing. Knowing the world to be a part of myself, I paid no more attention than you would pay to food that you have eaten. While being prepared and eaten, the food is separate from you, and therefore your mind is on it. But once swallowed, you become totally unconscious of it. Just so, I have eaten up the world, and I need not think of it any more. Questioner, don't you become completely irresponsible that way? Maharaj, how could I? How could I hurt something which is one with me? On the contrary, without thinking of the world, whatever I do will be of benefit to it. Just as every fever sets itself right, just as every wound, every scar, every blister, every boil heals itself in time due to the innate intelligence of the organism, just as the whole body sets itself right unconsciously, so am I ceaselessly active in setting the world right. Questioner, nevertheless, you are aware of the immense suffering of the world? Maharaj, of course I am. Much more than you are. Questioner, then what do you do? Maharaj, I look at it through the eyes of God and find that all is well. Questioner, how can you say that all is well? Look at the wars, the exploitation, the cruel strife between the citizen and the state. Maharaj, all these sufferings are man-made, and it is within man's power to put an end to them. God helps man by facing man with the results of his actions and demanding that the balance be restored. Karma, or as the Western accent would popularly have it as karma, is the law that works for righteousness. It is the healing hand of God.